Hello.
Hi.
Hi, lovelies.
Hello.
Hi, Amber. Hi, Marlene. How is it going?
Oh, not too bad. What about
Not
you?
too bad. Not too bad.
Awesome.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our cookie lunch break. Today we are here with my friends, and we are kind of going with Christmas theme today, right?
Christmas in July. It's the
Time
last.
to take the holes, guys.
It will be here in
Before
the
you know
blink
it,
of an
don't be
eye.
scared. No, we don't need any anxieties or anything like that. This is supposed to be fun.
No, but
Amber
the
is
thing is, let's be honest, if you start preparing now, like ordering the things you want to get and you plan, that's when it's less stressful. If you start ordering your Christmas cookie cutters December 1st, that's when things get a little stressful,
Yeah.
you know?
If you're
hello,
doing
hello,
Christmas
doggy
cookies,
bag biscuits. Hello, Nettie. How are you ladies doing this week?
Hello.
It's already Friday. This week was kind of messed up. I was in my head, like I wasn't sure what day it was.
Yeah, it was a weird long week.
Hello, Cynthia, Susan. How is it going?
Hello.
What's the weather like where you guys are? Where are you watching from? What time is it? What do you have planned for today or for tomorrow? Hi, Jeremy. What's up?
Hello.
How is the job hunting going?
Oh, hey, Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Hello, hello.
Desiree, hello.
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 Oh, hi. Well, go enjoy your trip. Thank you for stopping by. You can always rewatch. It's good to have life outside of the internet.
That's true.
So
We don't have that though.
as much as we love for you to join us every Friday and every Tuesday. But
We work on the internet. We have our friends on the internet.
I know.
Yes, we are. Yes. All right. So today, actually, we have, like I said, we are going.
Look at him. He's playing with one too.
Fun. I might have one of those.
Oh, you might. That's for later. So I also wanted to remind you guys there is still time to sign up for Amber's class that is coming up August 1st, which is this Sunday. So be sure to check it out. It's available to register. You can register on Global Belly, and Amber is going to be there to show you how it's a live class, right?
Yes.
So you actually will be there, so you can ask her questions, and you'll be able to learn how to make these beautiful roses. These are transfers, but this technique works on any, right?
Yeah, so we'll do transfers on some wax paper or parchment paper, and then we'll also do it on cookies. So if you join if you want to sign up today or tomorrow, then you can bake your cookies, and we're going to make the icing together in class, so you don't have to do too much prep. Just bake your cookies and have some parchment paper or wax paper ready to practice.
Okay, excellent. And you're going first today. I don't know if you guys watched us last week. Amber started her gingerbread house project, and today she's going to finish up. So I'm going to add you to the stream, and we are going to do there. Oh.
Yeah. So I built this. I did record all this to show you, to show you how I put it all together.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's quite big.
It is. I've had so much trouble trying to fit this into the screen.
Is that you were trying to do sea glass, right?
Just like broken shells.
Or shells. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you succeeded. It looks
fantastic. It does look more like shells. I wasn't sure whether you were which one you were going for, but it looks beautiful.
Thank you. So I'll just show you. Okay, so I'll tell you what happened last week. So last week I showed you how to cut the gingerbread pieces, and then how to make the little whale that goes. This is a royal icing transfer that I painted gold. I did this brush embroidery technique to make the shingles. So that you can see in last week's video. The replay is on all of our Facebook pages and all of our YouTube channels. So you can go back and watch that. So here, what's happening in this one? Okay, so last week I iced the windows. Once that was dry, I painted them to give them like this glow. So I'm just using lemon yellow and golden yellow food coloring to paint these. And I did this on Instagram Live earlier this week, so that's actually on my IGTV now. So you can go back and watch that. So I'm just blending it a little bit. So I just wanted to have like a glow effect, like it was like the lights are on inside the house.
And you have all the templates available in your Patreon, right?
Yes, and I actually did add them to the coffee shop today.
Okay, so they're also available in your coffee shop.
Yeah, so if you're already on my Patreon, then you have access to those as well as the recipes. And you can also just purchase them from the coffee shop today.
It was lovely.
Thank you. And then I just did some details on the door with like a thicker consistency, and then I added trim. So this is like a medium consistency, kind of a soft peak.
Oh, this is the casing, huh?
Yes, the casing.
The casing. Yes, I remember. I don't know if your dad is watching, but I remembered casing. I was like, you know, trying to remember it. Casing.
Yeah. So just adding all the little details around there.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
And then, so then I took the little whale that I made last week. It's totally dry. I already painted it with gold and then put it above the door. And then I added a doorknob just by adding, I just used the brush because I didn't have any icing in the bag at this point. So I just needed such a tiny bit. So I just used the brush to apply that. And then once it was dry, I painted it with the gold.
That's kind of like a nail technique when they use the ball tool there to
do the little daughter, yeah. And I ended up going with the Sweet Sticks AU Glamorous Gold. So remember last week we tried the
that's the one I use also. Do you like it?
I do. I love
Glamorous Gold. Yes.
I thought just the color was just nice for this project.
It's beautiful. It is so beautiful.
And then for the roof, remember last week I poured icing onto a piece of wax paper and I piped some light pink, like a peachy pink into it and kind of spread it around. Again, you can go back and watch last week's video to see that. So then once it was dry, I added some blue, kind of like pearl dust. This is from the Sugar Art, this color. And then I added kind of an iridescent white pearl dust on top of that. I did a layer of wet pearl dust, and then I went over it again with dry. I just felt like it gave it even more of a shine and kind of like lightened up those blue streaks. So you can see how nice and shiny that is. So then I don't have this part here.
Did you have a hard time? I have a question. Did you have a hard time peeling it off? Oh yeah, here it is. So you were peeling.
No, it was totally fine.
It was
to peel
quite
off.
thin. Oh, this is so pretty.
Very thin, yeah. And then I just broke it up into lots of tiny little pieces. It came off easily. That was okay. So now I'm just spreading some golden yellow icing onto the roof piece. And then I made them kind of like a mosaic with the shells.
Hello, hi Joseph.
Is that the actual roof or is that a prototype? It seems smaller.
No, it's the actual roof. Yeah, I didn't give myself any like
wiggle room
here. Like I just made one. Yeah, I made one house and that was it. So after I put all the pieces on, I put graham cracker crumbs over the icing. And I'm just pressing it in so it really sticks and then getting rid of the excess. And then before I used this brush here, I did let it dry overnight because I didn't want to like disturb any of the pieces. So this icing is dry by now.
Did you find that when you were like kind of brushing off the cookies? Oh, it's still shiny, eh? That's what I was worried about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the shine stayed. And then the assembly. So I'm just using like a piping consistency icing here. This is the same icing I used to pipe the details on the doors. And then I just kind of held it in place for a few seconds.
Oh, you do the zigzag line on the edge. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that recipe doesn't move at all. It's like
it really didn't, yeah. Yeah, it really held its shape. The recipe is available to my patrons, and it's also in the coffee shop today. And then put it on the roof, kind of the same. I did let the base dry for like an hour or so before putting the roof on. Just holding that in place.
Yes, Jeremy, there is one more man watching. Amber, how long did it take you to make the gingerbread house?
I don't really know because I've been working on it for like a week. You know, I started it last week for the live. I've just been working on it for like an hour a day, I guess. I did a little more this morning. So now we can kind of put the finishing touches on here.
Okay, there's a lot of inactive time when you do the gingerbread houses because you can't assemble it at the same time you're decorating. So you decorate one part, you have to let it dry. And then because these are larger pieces, you can't just let it dry for 5 hours. Sometimes it takes longer. You know, then you paint, then you do this and that. So it does take a lot of drying time, inactive time. So you have to make sure that you give yourself enough time when you decorate something like this.
That's right.
I think the best way to do it is like you did in steps so that it's not so overwhelming.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I'm just going to put a border on the seam of the roof. Okay. So I have some stiff consistency icing that I made it kind of like a beige color with a little bit of brown food coloring and a tiny bit of yellow. And then this, I'm going to make a whole tutorial out of this, so you'll see this part, but I painted pink lines on the inside of this piping bag because I wanted to get some of those like streaks in the shells.
Oh, you striped it. You striped the bag. With do you do that with a food color or icing?
I did it with food coloring this time. So this is a tip 21. It's a star tip. So I'm actually gonna just.
Jeremy, I will. I'm siding with your wife because I love zucchini bread. So good, so good, and zucchini cupcakes even better. So good. Give us a thumbs up if you agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody's loving it. Everybody's loving it. They're beautiful, gorgeous, nice. It's brilliant.
So I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there are some like pink, peachy pink kind of.
A little bit it's on the right hand side.
Yeah,
I see it on the right, like on your right hand side. When you're looking at the screen, it's on the left. I kind of see a little bit. It's so soft, very soft.
So let me see if you can see.
Very nice.
There's like a little bit of pink right there.
And they're all the same size too.
It takes a little practice to do that. Okay, so like we said, this is a Christmas theme today. So I'm going to add a little bit of holly on the windows and on the door.
So I'm guessing you glued your house to the base there because it's not moving.
Yeah, yeah. So I have it tilted up here, but I glued it.
That's also a good idea to start gluing the walls onto something. It makes it a bit sturdier, so you don't accidentally, you tilt it and it slides off, and there goes your gingerbread house.
So I have stiff consistency green icing with the tip 352. This is a leaf tip. So I gotta get a weird angle over here so I can pipe the leaves.
This folk is not as easy as she's making it. Piping on a vertical surface like this, it's not easy. It's like when you're decorating a cake.
Right.
And it looks so easy, but it's really not. But for this, I guess the transfers would be tricky because there is texture, so they wouldn't. I mean, it would still work, right? If you wanted to make.
I think you could do this as transfers. So just pipe a bunch of these leaves on a piece of wax paper and then let them dry.
It's a nice fluffy consistency. You can see it's holding perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's so shiny, huh?
Royal icing is magic, isn't it the best?
It really is. Yeah.
You can work almost like solid, liquid. You can sculpt it. You can, I mean, it's a crazy thing.
Oh gosh, Doggy Bag Biscuits is asking us to. Oh no, sorry, it was Diana. Sorry. So Diana says, please do the lighthouse with real small lamps inside. It would be cool. That would be really cool. I actually see the lighthouse from the house. And
oh, do you?
Yes, but it's interesting that it doesn't go in the intervals. They change. Like, because I was up at night and I was counting, and it's not the same. You know, like you would think it's always the same interval, but it's not. I guess, I don't know.
I didn't think I could like your house anymore, but I think it's really pretty. I love that little whale. It's such a cute little touch to that whale. It's just.
So now
who lives inside? Okay, so who do you think, guys, lives in this house? Let us know in the comments. And again, I wanted to remind you guys that Amber is you can get the templates for this house in her coffee shop. This is what her shop looks like, and you can see there the picture of the house, and that's how you can get the templates. And you can scroll through all the different items there that she has in a shop, templates and recipes.
So Donna says she wants to live in your house.
Yeah, I would like to live in this house too.
So, Diana, how do you get it so thick? I'm having consistency issues. My icing seems stiff, but it melts together after I pipe it.
So it could either be that you're over mixing your icing and there's too many air bubbles in it. So that way they kind of just like collapse as you're using it. So I mix my icing on medium-low speed for no more than 5 minutes. So it's super thick and like very creamy and like pasty almost, like a kind of like spackle. So you don't want it to be very fluffy for this kind of thing.
We need a translation there.
He's saying that Amel's saying, j'ai envie de le goûter, yum yum. I want to taste it, yum yum.
Oh, okay. So we have Doggy Bag Biscuits. Sailor is living there. A troll lives in the house. And I know maybe two. I like that. Hey, Katie. Firefly.
Oh, hello.
Says, it would be so fun to do a challenge week where you challenge the watchers to do something you guys make within a week. Well, that would be very, very fun.
Are you up to the challenge?
Are you up to the challenge?
Are you up to the challenge? Because I mean, Christmas is coming, and I think it might be just enough kind of motivation for some of you that are maybe watching and hesitant to take the decorated cookie plunge.
So Anne-Marie is asking, what consistency are the leaves? Oh, look at this detail. I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh.
The leaves are stiff consistency.
Do you have it elevated?
I do. I'm just Yeah, I have it tilted up to see it better because it's like,
Okay,
yeah.
that's
And then
great.
we'll do
Thank you.
how do I do this over here? Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Maria,
it's
so yes,
awkward.
your icing actually can become a little softer if you're holding the bag for too long. It can actually become a little softer. The heat from your hand can kind of do that.
I sure would like it while I was hunting for seashells. I would have found some that looked like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
look at that! You have a voice match. You have a voice match. Aren't you
Yes.
excited?
Oh, how funny. That's great.
Like many years ago, 20 years ago, everybody asked me about my sister. My sister, I don't have a sister. Supposedly there's this woman just like me and that we look like sisters.
Thank you.
But I'm glad, Karen, it's not the only reason you like me. She wrote many reasons.
Many
Oh,
reasons.
that's
Yes. Yes. So what will you do with this house? Are you going to put it on display till December?
I guess, yeah. It'll be in my studio till then.
It will last that long. It will. I've had some for 3 years. What is that? It's so peculiar looking. What is your
Okay, it's just
sword?
nothing. It holds papers on a desk.
Oh, it's a okay.
It's a hashtag sign, but
Oh, so it's like
papers.
it's like it was made for your house.
I guess so, but now it's used for this because
Because it's like this peachy color or something.
yeah,
Right?
it's like rose gold.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Catherine. Just don't give up. We often too struggle with consistency. Sometimes
Oh,
it could
for
be the
sure.
weather if it's too humid. Sometimes it's your powdered sugar or meringue powder, food coloring. So just don't give up. Just keep
That's
trying.
right.
Oftentimes, though, I find that mostly people think it's too thick, but it's really not. So it should hold a stiff peak.
So I think, all right. So I'm just gonna put shells here and here too.
Are you, did you get your Facebook challenge hand? Did you do your time?
No, not yet. Not yet. I honestly, I couldn't do another live. It's very taxing, I have to say. It is. It's very taxing. So I was very tired. But I will do one tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing live tomorrow on Facebook. I'm not sure what is it that I will be making yet. But I did actually on Sunday, and it was really fun. I did a live showing how to make succulent flowers. Then on Monday we decorated succulent cookies, and on Tuesday we had another live with Mar. We did really fun theme. We did I did a shark, and you did beach theme cupcakes with cookies, which was really fun. I learned something new from you.
Really?
No, I did not. Sorry. I take that back. Just made up. No, of course I did. I mean, the cookies. I like.
Yeah, I
that.
like that.
What I learned, and this is on it. Like, I guess maybe it wasn't like I haven't. Maybe I wouldn't think about it, but it made me think more about it, like how you do the support. Like when you put the cookie and then you put the support in the bag, because it makes sense, right? I don't know if I would, it would maybe take me a little longer. You know how I am. I have to do things 5 times more in order to kind of okay, this is how it's supposed to be done. Yeah. So I did. Guys, watch that video. It's excellent. It's
Beautiful, Amber. You know what? This
stunning.
is your Christmas card.
Oh, that's such a great idea.
Actually, you messaged me that you were gonna ship it to me. So.
Oh right, yeah.
Expecting.
It might get to you in 1,000 pieces.
It would be a beautiful Christmas card. So what are you doing now?
Now I'm gonna just put kind of like what I did on the roof.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna do it. Because when I saw your roof, I was like, this would be great, like for the around the house, the pathway or something.
Yeah.
That will be so pretty. Hello. Yes. Hi, Olga. Everybody's loving it. All the details.
Thank you.
It's very cute. Hello, Mr. Spiegel. Oh, this.
Yeah, we just had a new shed.
Well, I hope I'm not overstepping, but I thought that was gonna be your job to make their shed look like this.
I know.
It's so pretty.
Dad, do you want to help build a shed this weekend?
Oh, is that what you're doing? You are building a shed?
It's sitting in the driveway. In
Oh, you are actually okay. It was like okay. You actually are.
Well, you can pay them in cookies.
Or your dad is. Now pressure. So pretty. I keep saying that, but yeah.
So I would do, I'm going to do it in sections, but eventually I'll do it all the way around. And then I bought pre-crumbled graham crackers.
Oh, there is such a thing as pre-crumbled graham crackers?
Yes, it's pie or cheap like crust.
Yeah.
They sell it in the baking aisle.
I did not know that.
Oh no, they even sell plate like it's lined already in the.
That I have seen. You know how I feel about pre-made things.
And you know,
unless it's a gummy candy. FYI, I ate all the fingers.
Oh, you ate all the fingers?
Yeah, I ate all the fingers. Not my fingers. I still have them. But gummy candy, Halloween fingers. I thought making a graham cracker crust was a good anger management therapy. You take the rolling pin and you.
I mean, I would just use the food processor.
Yes, that too. But that's kind of messy.
Oh yeah, it's kind of annoying to drag the whole appliance out.
Yeah, and then you have to clean it and everything. This is much easier.
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally you're using already baked graham crackers. It's not like you're making it yourself.
Right.
I think it's perfect.
And then I have some
fabulous. So are you going to put the shells or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you are. Look at them. Yes. Are you thinking about the placement at all, or is it just like anyway?
I'm just gonna put them wherever and then maybe move them around if they don't look.
Yes, I will have to buy more gummy fingers. I actually have to take a picture of the packaging just so I get the same ones. They really are very tasty. But what was surprising with the fingers, there was a strawberry, shape, which I didn't understand. Why?
Maybe it's done in there by accident.
No, I don't think so. It was like quite a lot of them in there. I mean, they were still, I don't say no to a strawberry shaped gummy candy, but it just didn't go with the, it's a scary finger, it was green, white, orange, and then this cute strawberry.
So Amber, is a gingerbread house something you do every year?
No. I mean, I did it last year with that.
You're going to start now.
Yeah. It's so hard to film them.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. It is very hard to film them. Yes. And especially like the assembly, you have to clean up so much space to.
Yes, because
the background, the background. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. So it's nice to have if you have overhead when you are building the walls and the roof. That's nice to have the overhead, and then for the details. Yeah, it's tricky, but you did a beautiful job.
Thank you.
I knew you could do it.
So yeah, I think that's it for me.
What was your inspiration? Can you tell us about that?
Well, basically like Cape Cod beach house because we go there every year. We're going in a couple weeks. We'll be going back there. So I'm just in that kind of like Cape Cod mindset.
Are you going to bring it to Cape Cod to take some photos of it on the
Oh, I can put it in
Oh,
the
that would be awesome. You just have to kind of disguise it so the girls don't get to it.
I know.
Oh, that would be fantastic. That would be great, really
And then
good.
maybe I can even, I mean, I might even leave it with maybe the motel owner would want it for their.
Oh, for the display. Yes, that would be very nice of you.
Because that would take like, have it by because when it's like there, it almost looks like it's big, right? Like if you take your photos properly.
Yeah.
Yes, if you do the good perspective. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. So again,
Awesome. Yes, thank you for showing us.
At her coffee shop, or you can sign up to her Patreon group. And it's not just, if you sign up to Patreon, she has, they're piling up all the projects from previous months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank
Olga,
you.
I'm glad that it worked. Doing kits. Okay, nice, beautiful, so cool. Everybody's loving it. Hello. Yes, do a photo shoot at Cape Cod?
I have to now. It would look so
well. The thing is, you have it secured on the board.
Right.
All you have to do is put the rubber liner underneath.
Yeah.
Somewhere, and
like
even on the bottom of your front seat, where your feet are.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna eat it. I mean, not like, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but
no, yeah, of course.
You can put it in a little box, but if you have it on the rubber liner, it's not gonna go anywhere.
Right. All right. So I'll have to get like a cake box from the craft store.
So now we're going to
hold on. You can keep talking because I just I'm having the issue you were having, Amber.
Oh, yeah.
Installation.
All right.
I'm coming in.
All right, no worries. So I just wanted to tell you guys that this week or last week I released a new recipe. I don't know if I talked about this. This is a Swiss buttercream that I made years ago, and it's an updated version that I just put up on the blog, and it includes all the different variations that are super popular, from chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, caramel, and also lemon. And so you can check it out on my blog, hanielas.com. And this is a great recipe for icing cupcakes, and it's also great for filling the cakes. It's a meringue-based buttercream. It's a bit more involved than American buttercream, but it's very smooth and luscious, and it
looks really delicious.
Okay, I lost the track. It's not as sweet as American buttercream.
Yeah.
And if you are struggling with finding good powdered sugar like I am right now, this recipe uses granulated sugar and egg whites, and the sugar dissolves, so there is no graininess in your icing. Okay, and if you haven't watched our cupcake decorating series, this is what we did last week. And it was so fun. We did mini hamburger cupcakes, and Marlon did her food toppers. This is where I think this was the one where you piped on the back to make them stay upright. So you can watch that on our channels. And we're going live again on Tuesday. I will be doing some back to school cupcakes.
Oh,
I'm super excited about. And
nothing can go, just, you prepare.
You are doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Also wanted to talk about my favorite kitchen tool, and this is the scale. So how many of you guys have this scale? This scale is a lifesaver.
I don't have that scale, but I have a scale.
Do you have you actually have a scale?
I do. I actually, what's funny is that I use it to measure my coffee. So I use it every day.
Your coffee? You mean every day? When you put it in a mug?
It's a French press, so
you use French press, strong coffee. That's pretty strong, French press.
Yeah.
Right? That is a strong coffee. do you do every day? And also, I wanted to remind you guys, Marlene also has her coffee shop where she shares all her templates. And she also uploaded a template for today's tutorial that she's sharing with us today in a minute. So you can check it out there.
All right, so I'm trying to get this camera to start. I had to switch my camera.
Okay, guys, please let us know, what do you think when you see black color? When you see black color, because now we have a black screen, I want to see, what is it that a black color means to you? What does it mean to you? When I like black, it's night. Like I feel like it's night, and I'm like stars and all that.
Yeah, midnight sky.
Look at those big. Okay, so wonder if it's stronger than cowboy coffee. What's a cowboy coffee?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like, it's no, I don't have it too strong, but just enough. So what's going on?
So frustrating. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm still decorating, so I can just go back in here.
It's just like the other camera is completely pixelated, and this one here, I can see it, but it's not going into the...
Can you unplug it and plug it in? Like, is it... If you log out, if you go out, you can't come back in, right?
No, if we're still live, you can
still. So why don't you go out? Why don't you go out of the room and come back? And it will, I'm sure it will reset.
Anyway.
I actually did have to
It's fine. It will take 2 minutes, and I will show folks some of our favorite tools that we like to use, right guys? You don't mind? And also don't forget to sign up to Amber's subscription club, Baker's Club, sorry.
See now.
We've only been doing it for a year. We've always managed to, like when I was setting up my camera today, I had to go in and out probably 4 or 5 times to get it to work.
Hello everyone, welcome to our cookie lunch break. We are actually on a break.
You want to put me back in here? And I'm
trying to figure out how to fix some issues, but Amber is back. She's going to decorate the other side of her what is it, porch? So did you actually wrap your cake board with like a wrapping paper?
Oh, yes, I did. I wrapped it. Yes, because I don't want to see the edge of the cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrapped it, and then I'm just gonna cover it up anyway with the sand.
Oh, this is a really, really tough angle that she's trying to pipe these, right? It was a quite difficult angle to pipe, so it's amazing that you're able to do it at that angle.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the star tip you're using?
This is a tip 21.
Mar, do you want to leave and come back to see if it resets?
It's all right. I gotta finish this up, so I'm just gonna keep.
Okay, excellent. So this is a beautiful house. Amber was inspired by beach houses, right? At Cape Cod.
Yes, Cape Cod beach houses.
And her dad just promised her that he's going to build her the same shed.
Yep.
So if you're still watching, we're going to watch the progress closely.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful, Jeremy. So we have to think about the challenge. I don't know if anyone else would like to do a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, if you get these templates.
Yeah, templates. You could always do. Yeah, Sally does our designs all the time, right? Mm-hmm. She's very, very prolific and recreating. Oh, I see the peach now up like very, very clearly. Yeah, very, very clearly. Okay, I think Marlene is she's coming back slowly. So give us a minute, and then you're gonna see how she makes a really, really awesome Santa. So I'm going to add her to the stream. You want to finish up, or
No,
can we?
I'm good. Yeah, we already saw this part, so.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Listen, guys, I'm really sorry. I ended up, the other camera wasn't working. Thank God I have
No
another
worries.
of my cards there. Anyway.
Look at this cutie.
So there's Santa. It's very, thank you for your patience. It's very exasperating because this 30 minutes or an hour that you see us is a small portion of what we prepare during the course of the week. So
Yes.
again, I'm sorry.
It's up
So
totally fine.
there's Santa, and I created the template. It's in my coffee shop if you want to check it out. So this is actually the cutter art. I also have the supply list to purchase a lot of the things here that I picked up from AliExpress. I had talked about AliExpress on.
Is this from AliExpress too? This shape?
It is. So
this is such a nice shape.
Yeah, I love that.
side,
Didn't you create something like this, but without this cutter? I feel like it's.
I mean, I've made Santa many times now.
You made, how many Santas did you make? You made a lot of Santas over the years.
Yeah, he's a classic. So I try to revisit him every year. And so yeah, there's let's just get started. I'm going to try to compose myself. All right.
You are doing just fine.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
All right, so first thing, I did bake him with a perforated mat. And you can see here, this cookie was baked on parchment paper. And that's also in the supply list. So that was also purchased from AliExpress. So you can, you'll find all of those. That's a free download on in the coffee shop. Here you can see you can get either just the supply list for free, or you can buy the template. The templates, I usually design them so that you can either use them with a projector or so that you can cut a stencil. And you can use that stencil either with a marker or with your airbrush. I do like to airbrush my designs on so that I don't have to, like, I can just work quickly with the marker. It's fine, but you can just crank it out. So this particular design was actually made with a royal icing transfer. The other camera that didn't work. So here's the template, and I did pre-record that. So I'm working on a piece of acetate, and the thicker your icing is, it is trickier to get it to heal, but it's going to dry fatter. So if you have your icing super runny, it is like easier with regards to the healing process, but it tends to dry flatter. There's not much, like, you know, it's not able to hold the air that you kind of whipped into it. And so you want to have maybe your icing a little thicker for your royal icing transfers if you want them to be a little poofy. Mm-hmm. And then once it dried, I did the nose in a slightly darker shade. Now we're seeing Santa's skin color in, you know, various ways. I was a little bit, what color should I make him? You know, you make Santa, your Santa, I guess, the color of your family. For your child, right? I think that's kind of,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
There's no standard.
Yeah, there's no, yes.
You make them, you know, to suit your needs. And so once you've got your royal icing transfers made, you can put them away. You don't have to make them the week you're making your cookies. You can make them months in advance. Royal icing transfers keep very well. And so you can just stack them. And here you can see with, when I work on the plastic like this, I get a very flat back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great, yes.
This side.
Do you find that it takes longer for it to dry though?
Nope, not in my case,
no.
So the thing I wanted to kind of talk about today with regards to Santa is, especially for beginners, but I think everybody has this problem, is bleeding. So bleeding with the red and bleeding with the black. It's got those two colors. And so for the red, what I suggest you do, oh, did I have the footage to just show you guys how to get the airbrushed on? Okay, so here I'm just quickly showing you. This is my airbrush gun. And I'm just quickly, the magnets are to hold it in place, and I'm just quickly getting my guidelines on. I'm not really focusing on the face because that's going to be covered in icing. So I'm working in a lighter red to address the bleeding of the red. And here you can see it's a little bit, this is tulip red. And the food gel does taste the red food gel if you add a ton of it. So you want to maybe think about that if you're using like super red. And if you want to help that along, you can add a flavoring to your icing. Even just like lemon juice will help hide a bit of that yucky chemical kind of taste. But I wanted to show with regards to the red, if you're wanting a nice Christmas red and you don't want to have the bleeding. So I'm working in a bead tray, and on the AliExpress site, I actually found Jeremy had actually mentioned that a few live streams ago about using pill counters. And so obviously a pill counter is food safe, and it's a fraction of the cost of an actual bead tray. And here I'm just using the red icing, and I'm going to coat it in sanding sugar. And the sanding sugar is going to take the color to that Christmas red without having a super colored icing. And you could actually even use the face color instead of even having red oil icing. And then while it's wet, you just coat it, and you can shake off the excess. And you want to do the sanding sugar section first so that you don't have to worry about getting it on your other areas.
Yeah, because it does get into sections. And then you use a dry brush.
Or you can use also an empty airbrush. So if anything we've learned during this time of COVID, don't blow on your cookies.
Yeah.
Unless
An empty airbrush is such a good idea.
Unless you're eating them yourself. And so the funnel you see here, you have a little spout, and you can pour your stuff back into your bottle. And that's why this little thing comes in handy, just for the cleanup. You can get your stuff back in there quite easily. So once you've got the hat on, well, then you can kind of move on to your other sections. I've got my tipless bag here, and I'm just going to cut. Like, there's not a whole lot of detail. So that's what you want to kind of think about with regards to your hole. So the smaller the hole, the slower it kind of is to fill your areas. But if you don't have a whole lot of detail and you're a little bit familiar with,
I love this cutter. How big is it? How big is this cutter? I love that cutter.
It's really like, I don't know, it's maybe, I want to say 3 inches. It's a good size. It's not like one of those shapes that's so big that you need, like, you know.
That's what I feel like. It looks like a good size, like not too big, not too, just like a nice size.
So this color is Dusty Rose by America.
You used, I guess, very little of it.
Yeah, very little.
Very pale.
And
Katie is asking, what color did you use to make the skin color?
Dusty Rose.
Dusty Rose, yes. Sorry.
Dusty Rose. So I just shake it to get it to like smooth out. And then the other issue that many people have is the eyes, pearls, bleeding. So I did not use pearls today to alleviate that issue for those of you that maybe are struggling with that. So this is the same thing, just darker. And you can, if you struggle getting light colors, what you can do is use your color darker icing to color your lighter icing. So you use pre-mixed icing to color your lighter batch, and it's just a little bit easier to color, like to control the color. So you see this little lip will show when I add the mustache. So that's what's going on there. So we're just going to let this dry, and through the magic of the internet here, I have one that's ready, and I'm going to re-rest the template on. And here, I'm going to use this marker. Normally, what marker is this? I don't want to use a green marker. Oh, here. I wouldn't normally suggest you use a black one, but just because for you guys to see. So I'm kind of looking here. Because it's cardstock, I can't see through it, so I'm kind of just gauging. So I'm drawing my circle, staying well away from the cardstock so that when I fill it, I'm going to hide that, okay? So there's for my eye placement, and that's the only reason you're putting the guidelines is to kind of know where to put them. And so I'm using actually the exact skin color to pipe the eyes, okay? So so this will alleviate the bleeding issue. So you can use either your yellow marker, it's going to be hidden. So you're going to let that dry. And then once it's dry, I'm using a black marker, and I got these just for you guys to see them. I got these suckers for myself because I did find that I'm having a heck of a time with stuff. So these surgical kind of goggles to see, and you're laughing, but they're fantastic.
No, I'm not. It's a support laugh.
Yes.
And so, very much a support laugh, nothing else.
And so now you can tilt. You can tilt and you can see the eye, and you're just painting it.
Can you really see better? Can you really see better?
Oh my God, yes.
She's like,
it's amazing.
Jeremy is jealous. Jeremy is jealous. Aren't they cool?
And they're not expensive.
The next level cookie decorator now.
Did you get
them anyway? But like with these, yes.
Are they on? Did you buy them online or did you get them
on Amazon?
Oh, Catherine has them too, but she's never used them on cookies. But that's a great idea.
All right, so there you see how the eyes are now.
Oh, Gloria has them too.
Everybody has these. Now we need them.
Those. I guess we should all get them and have a get together online and wear them. Because I'll be needing them as well. I keep taking off my glasses when I decorate cookies. So
there's the little mustache that was pre-made, so I'll be able to attach that. And I like to use white, like whatever the color of the transfer, because you don't want to come in and use like the red because then again, you could have maybe the bleeding issues. And I'm putting, you see, on either side, and then you want to be really gentle when you're pushing it in. So I just kind of like rock it. And you don't need to add a ton of icing because it'll ooze out if you have too much. So I'm just barely putting any.
How pretty.
And I airbrushed the beard in taupe. And that you need your icing to be completely dry on the base.
You have a taupe airbrush color?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
You have a taupe airbrush color? I know it's one of your favorite colors to use,
yeah.
But like, do you like it's? I've never seen a taupe airbrush color. Like,
so AmeriColor sells all their gels in airbrush format.
Oh, cool.
Taupe.
So now I'm just connecting to the face and filling in the beard area.
Everybody's loving your goggles. I think you're gonna have to make cookie out of it.
Oh, they're fantastic. I have to say, sometimes I'm like, I do have glasses, but it just doesn't make it, like it's not enough sometimes, you know?
Yes,
I need
I totally get it. Awesome. Thank you for showing us your gadget, I guess. No, what are goggles? Sorry.
People use them for all kinds of crafts.
Where did you get them? There are a few questions. People were asking, where did you get them?
Well, I'll add them to the supply list and re-upload it. I didn't even think to add that because I was like, oh, my goofy goggles. But I guess I'll go look.
I didn't realize you actually wear them. You sent me a picture, months and months ago. But I didn't realize you were actually using them.
Well, when you're working on meticulous little things, I mean, it's just so frustrating to not be able to see. We take, our eyes.
You don't have to tell me. Yes, we do.
But next Saturday is the big day. I'm going to be 49. So inevitably, slowly the wheels start falling off the cart. So there's the beard, and you want to let that dry a little bit. So this one, let's finalize this one. So once you've airbrushed the beard, and that's also in the coffee shop. I've got my stiffer icing, and you want to talk consistency. This icing, I made it on Monday. It was a little bit on the soft side. We'll see how it works out. And the other thing that was causing me problems is the sprinkles, the gold sprinkles. I did like to put a gold sprinkle in the hat. So here I did film it. So I cut a stencil, and with gold icing, I made my own little sprinkles. And when you lift off, it makes like a little border that's like raised up. So I just lay a piece of parchment paper on them while they're wet, and it flattens that out and alleviates that problem. And then I take it off after about an hour, and then they continue to dry. Whoops, I'm replaying it. So here's a pretty big piping tip. This says 20, what does it say? I can't read it, 20. So it's pretty big. So I'm starting.
Star tip?
Yeah, a star tip. So I'm starting from the side where there's no pom-pom. And I'm doing a rotation to give volume underneath so that it's higher from the face and the hat, you know? So I'm starting here, and I'm just going around, and it gives you a little bit more volume to give it the look of a little bit more fluff. So you stop applying pressure as you know you want to end, and there's your little hat. And then for the pom-pom, starting in the middle, and I'm squeezing to fill the area. I release pressure when I know I want to end, continue the movement so that I get like a tapering. And while the icing is wet, I'm just dropping in my little star. Where are my eyebrows? Forgot my eyebrows. You need to add the eyebrows while the
I wasn't even missing it now that you say yes. Okay.
So I thought these tweezers are for electronics, and they just hold in a different way.
Fantastic.
Interesting.
When you're adding to wet icing and stuff with your fingers, just sometimes you'll stick your finger and ruin everything. So this,
it's an excellent tool to have. Yes, a gadget to have. Good tweezers are hard to find. So
I'm just pressing that into, and you can make, I guess you could, but the texture is what makes the difference, because the eyebrows are white and his hat is white. So that's where you get a bit of the difference. But there he is. And I actually pulled out last year's guy. I still have him. So here's last year. He's a little rough.
Yeah, Jeremy was saying that you are really good in characters, but how many Santas have you done? Like you've done since I've known you, since we've been doing this. I don't know, every year you do a couple. So you must have a collection of what? I don't know, 20
I have
Santas.
quite a few Santas. The one that's always still quite popular though is the Wilton Santa. The first one I had bought, they came out with a cutter with the mustache was separate. It was a 2-cutter set. You had the big head and then a mustache. And that one is still quite popular. When I published that one on Facebook, the video, always people like that one. But see this one here, the lines are gray, and then it's also a royal icing transfer mustache, eyebrows, jelly bean nose. See this bled, the star bled. The eyes are black icing. They're not colored.
The one that you're showing from last year, it reminds me of like a European, like a Russian, Saint Nicholas more, because he's more ornate. He has more, like you have the swirls there. Yes, the little filigree. Yes, he reminds me of that style. Yeah, so it's excellent.
This is the Anne Clark.
This is the Clark cutter.
The real good.
Yes. So guys, yes. So on Friday it's going to be really close. So if you want to come and stop by and wish our lovely Mar.
So Diana, the goggles were actually from Amazon.
Amazon.
Here, do you want me to model them again? Here.
Yes, please. Yes. Screenshots, everyone. Okay, we have to do this. Okay.
But, seeing is pretty great. So I don't care. You have to kind of get
no, it's fantastic. No, why? Like I'm not.
And they actually have a light, but I didn't put it because the battery supposedly on the
it has a light.
Yeah, the battery supposedly makes it heavy on the reviews.
Yeah. So if you have that on your head, then it puts too much.
Yeah, so I didn't.
Your neck gets.
I didn't put the batteries in. So that's it. After all that technical difficulty, I managed
what
to
technical
muscle
difficulty? We already forgot about that, right, guys?
Yeah.
It was like 2 years ago.
Yes. Things move fast.
Yes.
Those are so cute.
This is amazing. Can you hold up your house, please? Oh, let me do. Yes. Can you hold up your house?
Well, here, why don't we can put Amber's house in the stream because my cookie doesn't need to be in the stream if it's too hard. Is it doable?
I think I'll just hold it.
No,
Here,
just hold on. I'll just do this. Okay.
Okay. He's so little. There.
Okay. All right. One more time. Are you all smiling? All right. I have like four screenshots now. All right. If anyone took a nice screenshot, let us know. This is I have a good one. This is excellent.
Okay, good.
Excellent. We're trying to get screenshots from like I sometimes forget, but I think it will be fun to kind of see them if we have some later on.
So yes, the cutters from AliExpress, the supply list. This week's supply list is all AliExpress supplies. So the perforated mat, I have all kinds of stuff. The cookie turntable that I used. Here, let me just pop the photo in. So this one, let's use this one here. The paintbrushes, those purple paintbrushes, the needle tool, all kinds of the gadgets. Like I order all kinds of stuff from there. And yes, the beard is airbrushed in taupe. I made a stencil. Here it is. I didn't have, my plastic is running low, so I cut it with cardstock. There's just the beard section for the eye placement and the nose. So that's it.
Cool.
Oh, okay. I also wanted to remind you guys, and I didn't have this ready, my ice cream cone cookie cutter template and a shark template is now available in the coffee shop.
Awesome. So thanks everybody for joining us. So next week.
Yeah, who is it? Am I going again?
What next week are you with us?
Yeah, she's with us.
With us? Okay.
Yeah.
It's you and I, huh, Ems?
Okay. What are we doing?
We don't know. We'll talk.
Okay.
That would require a little bit more, right? Like I mean,
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yes, exactly. So thanks everybody. Where's our picture?
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. See you next week.
See you next week, guys.
There it is.
Okay. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.